Hi Gemini, welcome to your weekly reading for the week of May 26th through June 1st. Let's go ahead and give the cards a good shuffle and get started. Now, first thing we're going to do is pull some angel card numbers for you. You got 500, ruminate. Is it worth the risk? Okay, I want you to really think about what is it that you're working on. Are you willing to take a risk to make it happen? And is it worth that risk? Because there could be big changes coming your way. And you need to make sure that this is what you really want. Your angels acknowledge that you are losing your patience with a situation that is not changing. But I do feel like change is coming. They are guarding you against rash decisions made on a whim. So you need to really, really use like Virgo skills and analyze the situation. We also have for y'all 359, discipline. Whatever it is that you're working on, it's requiring discipline from you right now. Is there a change that you want to make in your life? What kind of discipline is it going to require for you to do in order to have that change come to you, Gemini? Practice self-control, okay? All right, let's see what you all have for your tarot cards. Cut the deck. I've already shuffled all the cards, guys. In your past, what you've been dealing with. The 9 of Swords reversed. 8 of Wands reversed. And the Queen of Swords reversed. So there's been a lot of blockages for you guys. We'll talk about that in just a minute. What you're presently dealing with. The Queen of Wands reversed. The Emperor. And the 8 of Swords reversed. So many reversals for you guys. And some numbers repeating as well. Okay, what's coming at you? The 7 of Pentacles reversed. Oh my God, the 7 of Swords reversed. So you guys have 2 7s in that area, and they're both reversed. And the Justice card reversed. Guys, you only have 1 upright card so far. And then what your guides want you to know. The Moon reversed. 5 of Cups reversed. 2 of Pentacles reversed. You guys, 1 card is upright and the rest is all blocked. Gemini, what have you been dealing with? Because it looks like a lot. Let's take a look at what your what you presently need to know. Adjustments are required. No kidding. I mean, are you kidding us, Spirit? Yeah, we can tell with all the blockages here and with all the reversals. And prosperity lies ahead. So we've got good news coming for you guys. But, you know, with this, adjustments are required. I can just see that with only 1 card being upright, and that is the Emperor, you are being called upon to make the necessary changes in your life. Practice self-control. That's what I feel like this Emperor card is about for you. It is up to you to be the boss of your destiny right now. And nobody's going to do it for you, Gemini. You have to do it for yourself. And by the looks of this reading, you better do it, because I have never seen so many reversals that have just been pulled before in my life. Ruminate. Is it worth the risk? You have got to start digging deep and really thinking about how you're living, what you're doing, and what changes need to be made for yourself, because big adjustments need to be put in place here. All right, let's take a look at the past, which you've been dealing with here. Maybe I feel like you have not been worried enough about what's going on in your life, Gemini. You know, when the 9 of Swords is reversed, it's telling us that we're not stressed out, we're not worried, we're overcoming it. And that's in your past. And I feel like maybe that's what one of the changes is that needs to be made here, is it's time for you to get a little bit more concerned about the road that you're on. Let's pull a clarifier. Let me shuffle this card, or this deck really good for you guys. This is mind-blowing to have that many reversals in a reading. Okay, our clarifier for that, Ace of Wands. A new beginning. The aces are blessings from the universe, and I feel like the universe is telling you it's time for you to get off your butt and get serious about something. Get passionate, dig deep if you have to, but it's time to really make the changes that are necessary if you want to see your life get back on track the way it's supposed to be. You have the Eight of Wands reversed, moving still. There's not been any progression in your life, Gemini. I feel like you've been just stagnant, and you're tired of it too. You know, you're sick of it too. And I feel like this ruminating card here, is it worth the risk? I'm going to say, heck yeah, it's worth the risk right now for you guys, because there's so many things that have not been working out. And maybe you've just been ready to throw your hands up in the air and just throw in the towel. But I don't want you to do that. I just want you to analyze the situation and see what changes that you can make in order to make your life better. And let's get the clarifier, the Sun, okay? Start thinking positively. Start doing more positive things. How's your health? Are you watching what you eat? Are you working out? Are you being active? I don't do readings on health, but the Sun card can absolutely relate to our health. And maybe that's where you're feeling a little bit out of whack. And maybe that would be a good place to start, is if you're doing things that are not healthy for you, it's time to make changes. Let's just start right there. Next time you go to the grocery store, shop the perimeter. Don't go in the middle where all the dangerous stuff is. Get you some good vegetables, good fruit, things you need to start cooking your meals, and then get outside and walk. That's going to be your very beginning steps. You have Queen of Swords reversed here too. And what I'm really getting right now for you, Gemini, is this is a hard truth that you're getting ready to hear from me. I don't like giving readings like this, but I feel like this is like a really... like a danger zone, I guess is what I want to say here. It's emergency time. It's time for you to really like analyze things and look at yourself and get yourself back on track, because you can do it. You know, you can do it. But how bad do you want it? It's time to walk away from what's no longer serving you. That's what your clarifier is with this this Queen of Swords reversed here. Walk away from the negativity, walk away from the bad self-talk, and walk away from bad habits. Walk away from harshness. I'm hearing that word. I'm feeling that maybe you have been a little too judgmental and a little too hard on other people around you, and maybe you're not taking a strong enough look at yourself and what you need to walk away from and what you need to change. And it's time for you to take a good long look in the mirror and figure that out. Okay, let's look at some energy around your love life. Chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. I want you to remember, Gemini, that what you put out comes back to you. That whole thing about positive energy, positive thoughts, it draws that to you. I want you to keep that in mind. There could be somebody that you're going to meet that you're going to have fantastic chemistry with. You don't want them to see the mess that's on this table with all the reversals. So before this person comes into your life, start looking at cleaning it up. And we have children, okay? Your love life is being affected by children. So are they your children, or are they a potential partner's children, or a partner that you're with right now? Are you being a good role model for these kids? Are you trying to friend these children and just have a good relationship with them if they're someone else's? But it's time to focus on the kids that are around you and know that plays an important part in the happiness of your home and in the happiness of your relationship with your significant other. So presently, this Queen of Wands reversed. You're feeling less than, you're feeling possibly like lazy. Maybe there's a laziness about the whole situation right now in Gemini, and I feel like that's what needs to change. Let's get the clarifier. The Knight of Swords is coming in hot and heavy. Gemini energy, this is you showing up. It's time. I just got this image of, you know, the angel and the devil on your shoulder. It's time for you to stop listening to the devil and start listening to the angel over here and taking your own advice and really being kinder and more gentle and more loving with yourself, but also doing what you know is right. It's time for you to put away the bad boy, the bad girl behavior, grow up and do something good and strong and positive for yourself. The only card you had show up in the upright position, guys, was the Emperor. This is Aries energy. Do you have an Aries in your life? Maybe they're really pushing you as well. But this is, I really do feel like this is just you knowing that it's time for you to take charge and take control of yourself and rein any bad habits in and start doing things in a more, that are going to bring positivity and creativity and prosperity and abundance to you. The clarifier for that, it's decision time, Two of Swords. Are you going to stand up and do the right thing for yourself, Gemini, or are you going to continue on the path that has not been working out for you? It's really time for you to make good choices and stop delaying. When the Two of Swords shows up, it's almost like you already know what you need to do, but you don't want to do it. And this is, I call this being the adult card, where sometimes we have to make those decisions and do things we don't want to do just because we know we have to. You have the Eight of Swords reversed. It's time to break free out of this cycle. Whatever patterns that you can control, Gemini, it's time for you to do it. Take the blinders off. Take a good hard look at yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, what do you want your life to look like in 6 months? Because you can absolutely change things and draw these things to you. How bad do you want it? How bad is it worth the risk? You got to practice self-control, and you've got to get this in order, and you've got to start taking charge. Plant your seeds, the Seven of Pentacles. It's time to plant the seeds about the life that you want to have. In 6 months, like I said, what do you want your life to look like? Well, you got to plant those seeds right now and start doing things in order to get that momentum going and build up that momentum to make the changes and break free from this destructive cycle, because I feel like you're stuck in one for sure, Gemini. Okay, let's take a look and see what mantras you can work on and use daily to help you draw more wealth and abundance to you, because who doesn't want that? I choose. I feel like your whole reading, Gemini, is about making choices. Let's take a look and see what this says. I choose to focus on the positive aspects of my life and find opportunities for growth, even in difficult times. Take a screenshot of that right now, Gemini. You need to hang on to that this week. Like I said, we've been talking about choices here in your reading, and this, I feel like, is confirmation. Here's another one. Money is a tool I use for good and to help others. The more I give, the more I receive. Okay, take a screenshot. Remember when we were talking about judgment and being harsh with others? I want you to soften the blow from now on. I want you, when you start to hear something negative come out of your mouth, pump the brakes right then and there and start thinking more positively and saying more positive words and showing yourself some love as well as everybody around you. Okay, what your guides want you to know, other than these angel cards here. The Seven of Pentacles again. Remember, we just pulled that card just before here. With this Eight of Swords, we pulled it. And this is change. Do things differently, because this spread that I am seeing here is calling for change, and it's calling for fast change. And you've got to do things differently if you want your life to look different in 6 months. Because, yeah, some things can change really quickly, but other things, it takes a minute. Let's get a clarifier for the Seven of Pentacles. Judgment, rebirth. It's time for you to focus on the new you, what you want yourself to look like at the end of 2025. You know, we're getting ready to start June 1st. At the last day for this reading is June 1st. That's the midway point, June, of this year. Do you want to come out strong and stronger and finish strong? It's time for you to start the rebirthing process right now. Okay, the Seven of Swords reversed. I don't like delivering messages like this. When I see these cards so reversed, I almost To be honest, when I saw them all come up reversed, I thought about just chucking the reading and starting over. But I do feel like there's an important message here, and I'm glad I stuck with it because I feel like the cards are supporting what I was saying from the get-go, that there's blockages here. Your joy is being stolen, and it's time for you to take it back. Let's get a clarifier. Change. You need change, and you need change quickly. And there are certain things that you can be in control of, that you can change right now. Your outlook, your attitude, the way you treat people, the way you talk to yourself, the way you talk to others, putting more positive energy out and receiving more coming back to you. That's the change that we're looking for. Okay, we have the Justice card reversed. Bad karma. Dealings, you can have very negative dealings with the law when this card shows up in reversed. So we want to keep that in mind as well. But this is, like I said, what goes around comes around. And it's time for you to change the karma in your life and in your world. It's time to do things differently so that we get this card upright and we've got good energy coming at us, not bad energy. Clarifier, the moon, Pisces. Okay, we've got two major arcana cards here. This is a big life moment, and it's a hard message that needs to be heard. We're going to shed light on this Justice card. It's time to step out of the shadows with that moon card and own your light and be your own light, because no one's coming to save you, Gemini. It's time for you to save yourself. Remember that, okay? What your guides and ancestors want you to know. Look, we have another repetition. Remember how the Seven of Pentacles repeated itself back to back? Well, now we have the moon card doing that. There's going to be light shed here. And I hope that this reading is doing that for someone. Someone needs to hear this, Gemini. There's a Gemini out there that's going to hear this reading and see it and know right away, I'm talking to you, and it's going to be your light bulb moment to change. And that's what the moon card is telling you. The light that's being shown right now, the truth that's being spoken here, it's going to hit you and it's going to hit home, importantly, and then you're going to have happiness, okay? The Ten of Cups is the happiest card in the deck, and if you want this energy around you, you have to start doing the changes to cultivate this energy. You know, happiness is a choice a lot of times. You can wallow in negativity, or you can choose to do something about it and be a more positive person. And I feel like that's what our clarifier is telling us here. We have another card telling us to be more positive, the Five of Cups reversed. Don't focus on the negative things in your life. Focus on the positive. And there is always something to be positive. There is always someone looking at your situation and thinking, man, I wish I had that. And that's what you need to remember when you start getting in that repetitive cycle of thinking negative thoughts. Don't do it. Don't do it. A new beginning, and starting with your heart. Page of Cups is about being sensitive and loving and kind and sweet, and that's what you need in your life right now, Gemini. Okay, it's a new beginning. The pages are about new beginnings, and it's about showering yourself with some love and the people around you with some love too. Things are out of whack with this Two of Pentacles reversed, and it's time to get this card upright as well. Something's out of balance. I do believe it's a negative mindset, and it's going to take practice and exercise for you to turn this around, but you can do it. Absolutely, you can do it. Let's get a clarifier. You got to be persistent with it. You got to stick to it. This is the Wounded Warrior card. This guy's been through hell and back, but he keeps coming back for more, and he's going to stick with it, and he's going to see it through to the end. When this card shows up in a reading, it's about don't give up before the miracle happens. And I feel like that's what I'm going to call this reading, actually. Don't give up before the miracle happens, because it's time. And when this card is coming at you guys like this, be persistent. Stick to it for yourself. You can do this, and you can change everything. But you got to want it, and you got to fight for it. And that's what the Wounded Warrior does. Okay, I'd love to hear your comments about this, guys. You probably watch other tarot readers and you know to have this many reversals show up in a reading is kind of crazy. So let me know what you think about this. If you're new to my channel, I'd love to have you join my community by subscribing. Please give the video a thumbs up, and I will see you back here next week with another reading. Bye-bye, guys.